Welcome to the Tailslate. I'm Ben Stacey, and this is Michael Oakes. And we are going to be doing some reactions to a really great TV show. I would actually say one of the best shows ever written, is that good. And that is Battlestar Galactica. Not the original one from the 70s, although that was,
fantastic,
despite its cheesiness, quite good. But the newer one. And you said you've seen bits of it a long time ago. You haven't really seen,
bits
you don't
and
remember
pieces. It's one of those things you watch as a kid with your parent or something like that, and like you catch glimpses. Like they watch every once in a while because they don't have like the the Crave TV that they have nowadays, right? So caught the occasional episode.
So we're going to start with the miniseries, and then from there we'll move on to the actual series. But this is the first part of the miniseries. We'll watch and then discuss what we think. Here we go.
I love how they actually have like the camera be hit.
Yeah. That's some of the great stuff in this series. They did put the camera in space as if it was being operated by a person.
I do remember the music being very intense in this. A lot of the drums and stuff.
If you look closely in the background, see the spaceship over there?
Oh, it's the Firefly. Or, yeah, Serenity.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I never knew that before. Holy crap.
So light. So fragile. It's okay. You're not gonna have to cry much longer. We really should be going. Of course. It's amazing how the neck can support that much weight.
Santara! Honey! Let's go! I gotta show you something.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, baby.
Oh, that silent little that is going to disturb me for a while.
Here's a moral question for you. Does it matter? Because all of humanity is about to be destroyed anyways. Does it make that moment any worse that that kid was killed in advance?
In context of moral dilemma, probably for her. It shows her character more than anything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But as far as overall life loss, I guess not.
I pulled that gimbal 3 times and stripped it twice. The gimbal's not the problem, sir.
You're not listening to me, Chief.
Lieutenant, I listen very closely to what each and every one of my pilots has to say.
You're not the one out there trying to bring in 50 tons of Raptor onto a moving hangar deck with a bad gimbal.
I've got 10 years experience.
Here we
breaking
go.
down and stripping every component in every system that's ever been installed in every spacecraft in my hangar deck.
The gimbal is broken.
Shut up, sir. Morning. Morning, sir.
They're doing a lot of surprise romances in this. I think, oh my god, the killer's romancing this guy. Oh my god.
I got a few changes to the flight plan.
It's very interesting watching this, knowing the future of some characters and stuff like that you won't know.
Also, we have,
Some of them I do.
Yeah, you might
Like
know
one or two, yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool, and it makes you wonder how much of that was originally written at this point,
Yeah.
or
Whether or not
in
it was
the
like a big
future.
master plan or not.
Yeah.
Should give you a huge advantage bidding for the contract next year.
You know that's not really why I did it.
No, you did it because you love me.
That, and God wanted me to help you.
Right, he spoke to you, did he? You had a chat.
He didn't speak to me in a literal voice, and you don't have to mock my faith.
Sorry. I'm just not very religious.
Does it bother you that I am?
It puzzles me that an intelligent, attractive woman such as yourself should be taken in by all that mysticism and superstition, but I'm willing to overlook it on account of your other attributes.
So you notice the pieces of paper. They're all, every piece of paper they have in this show has the corners sort of chopped off.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess when they first did it, they thought, "Oh, that's kind of a cool thing to do. Maybe in this reality, that's how they have pieces of paper." Turned out to be a hell of a big problem for the props people after that, because that simple decision meant that every book, every piece of paper, every picture frame they made had to be cut like that.
Really?
To believe that alone among all the billions of people in 12 colonies, you were chosen for my mission.
Mission. Mission.
You knew I wanted access to the defense mainframe.
Wait a minute. The defense mainframe? What exactly are you saying?
Come on, guys. The communications frequencies, deployment schedules, unlimited access to every database.
Oh my God.
You done fucked up.
It's unbelievable.
What are you doing?
Going on 10.
That won't be necessary.
Now you know what to do. Let's sort this out. It's the best of the business.
It won't be necessary, because in a few hours, no one will be left to charge you with anything.
What exactly are you saying?
Humanity's children are returning home today.
I'd like to thank you all again for being here, and Felicia, thank you very much for those wonderful words. Next is a ceremonial flyby by the last Galactic Squadron led by Captain Lee Ladon.
Oh, I think I remember this part.
The original Battlestar Galactica theme.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to disturb you, sir, but we have a priority one alert message from Fleet Headquarters. It was transmitted clear.
In the clear. What does it say?
Attention all colonial units. Cylon Attack underway. This is no drill.
This is the commander. Moments ago, this ship received word of a Cylon attack against our home worlds is underway. We do not know the size or the disposition or the strength of the enemy forces, but all indications point to a massive assault against colonial defenses. Admiral Nagala has taken personal command of the fleet aboard the Battlestar Galactica, following complete destruction of Pycon Fleet Headquarters in the first wave of the attacks. How, why, doesn't really matter now. What does matter is that as of this moment, we are at war.
Heard that? Oh,
Game over. Done. Season done.
Remote telemetry capture Paul's location and 2 enemy fighters closing in on his course.
Colonial 1, this is Galactica. Apollo, you have inbound enemy fighters coming towards you. Get out of there, Apollo! Apollo, leave! Leave!
Good first hour and a half.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Do you remember much from what you had seen a while ago?
Yeah, so I mean, like, some of it's more like a remembering what happened, not necessarily the actual image itself. I remember her killing the baby, obviously. That was a pretty memorable part. I remember the Cylon being like in a romantic relationship. I remember seeing that. And the thermonuclear. I did forget about the guy on the ship giving up his spot for
Yeah,
I forgot how he got up. But the rest of it was pretty much like, I mean, like, you kind of know what's going to happen most of the time.
Yeah.
And I had completely forgotten that president was like a secretary of education.
Yeah.
And how much I hated her, actually. Especially for her decision making. Sometimes it's okay, like, it's good, like, she's good at, like, managing things, but, like, especially in a situation like that where she nearly got everybody killed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised they don't just annex her right there, right? But yeah, it was. I really liked it. It was as good as I remember, and I realized how much of it wasn't special effects, which was awesome.
Yeah, the thing I like about the show, I mean, first of all, it's incredibly well written. They're giving you scenarios which you can actually imagine or try to imagine. First of all, trying to imagine and realize that the entire human race is being essentially obliterated.
I don't feel like I got that sense of urgency there. I felt like
well, the build up and then the attack, and
which was great.
Realizing, and you'll realize it more in the next episode, that they lost.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think what helps make it real too is they chose not to go with like lasers and gun weapons like that. It's all real world, what we're familiar with weapons. They're shooting bullets.
Yeah.
They're shooting missiles. And the way the Vipers move in space with the thrusters and you can flip over and, you know, it's very real compared to what space is actually like.
Reminds me of a TV show I used to watch way back. This was even before this. Was Babylon 5. And I found it really interesting because they did a very similar thing. So this is like the first time I saw this show going on. I was reminded of that because that was obviously more sci-fi. They had a lot more like aliens and stuff like that. But what they did was they made it as unrealistic as it was. They made it realistic in the dogfighting because they did the same thing.
Okay, so
and the explosions of the ships were very unique because the gases that each alien used, they knew what they were going to be. And each gas explosion would be a different color depending on what the gas was, right?
Cool.
So they were very realistic in that, and this is taking it to the next step where they're saying like, yeah, like we are like basically you can go as far as you can and just cut your engines and you're going on thrusters.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, and even,
like just momentum, and you just flip around and just shoot stuff that's coming behind you.
The Galactica itself is essentially an aircraft carrier, and you get the sense that it's a real ship. And one thing which you will notice throughout the series too, which I think is excellent, is it gets damaged. That damage either is repaired slowly or they can't fix it and it remains.
Yeah.
So it's not like, let's say a show like Star Trek where the ship can get beaten up. The next episode, you're back to brand new. It's all fixed.
Yeah.
They have no capacity to fix it, so it's going to stay damaged.
Like I was saying, they're really good at continuity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, we can discuss more. Obviously, once we get to the end of the miniseries. One thing I will say is if you haven't watched Battlestar Galactica, well, first of all, what the heck are you doing watching us? Watching it. But if you haven't, The first 2 episodes, the miniseries, is a slower build. It takes time.
3 hours.
You've got to sit and watch it, and you can't try and rush into it. It's not a fast-paced show.
Yeah.
Once we get into the actual series, the very first episode where we get into the actual series is incredibly fast-paced and just grabs you. I don't know if you remember that one, but we'll get to that.
Probably not the first one. No.
But amazing show, amazing acting, amazing writing, visual effects, fantastic.
This is the result of what happens when you plan out everything in advance.
Yeah, and also it honors its ties to the original, but takes none of the cheese that the original Battlestar
Although
Galactica
that was
had.
a product of its time and everything, right? So.
Yeah, but it wasn't even realistic.
It's a true
for
adaptation.
Its time. But
More or
anyway,
less.
really, really good. So, hopefully you're gonna watch us watch more as we go along.
Yay.